Okay, ladies, we're doing a recap of our New Coach Camp Zoom from March 16th, 2017. This is a fail forward moment where apparently I failed to hit resume recording. So thank you for everybody that logged on live today. This is going to be a synopsis of our social media sharing. I wanted to first start by saying thank you to Allison for last week sharing a reminder about what to do when we're busy, what to do, how to be consistent, what may have to sacrifice on a very busy day, and what the expectations are for our new coach camp. Remember, the photo albums and the file sections are resources for you, and your commitment is to working your business 5 hours a week, and those 3 pinned posts, which are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and watching these New Coach Camp Zooms, either live or hopefully on a recording. Today, I want to talk about social media sharing, and I'll share my screen with you. I was very proud of myself because I did a PowerPoint presentation, and that's here. So we're basically going to talk about sharing on social media, and why this is appropriate right now for you guys is because that's what you're doing. As entrepreneurs, learning a business, you have to learn how to share on social media. What I'm sharing with you is a bit of what I've learned over the past 2 years, plus a summary, a bit of what I did with Bob Heilig and his training. So this PDF is saved in the file section of the New Coach Camp, of our Team Lips page. The idea here about sharing on social media is that we are pulling people towards you, not pushing them away. Why is this important or applicable? Because right now, especially as a new coach, you are learning how to use social media. We all are, even coaches who've been coaching for years. And this is basically inviting at the very basic level. Sharing your life on social media, sharing your story is inviting, and that is a vital behavior. You have a unique opportunity to use social media to build your personal brand. What does that mean? Our brand is, we need to brand ourselves, right? You can consider yourself to be a brand. Your brand is what people say about you, and you have the perfect opportunity to intentionally define this for people. It helps you stand out, become an authority, add value, and develop, know, like, and trust. Basically, there are 3 steps to building your brand. This also correlates directly with those of you who are interested in participating in our March freemium training. There's about 9 or 10 of you, I think, that are going through this. This relates to social media. It also relates to how you figure out what you're going to create for your people. So the first thing you need to do, we did in week 1, is define yourself. What makes you special? What unique values, skill sets, and experiences do you have? What topics are you passionate about? What challenges and tough times have you overcome that you can help somebody with? And it's recommended that you talk about failure or struggles 2 times more than your successes. Why? Because nobody's perfect and everybody struggles. And if you can share ways to overcome them, then people will relate to you. So this is your brain dump. This is putting all of the things that define you down on paper, can help get you unstuck and give you ideas for what to share. The next thing that you need to do is define your perfect customer. Who are they? They're called your avatar. What is their age, their profession? What are their most pressing issues or pain points? What can you help them solve? What have you been through yourself? What will happen if they don't solve those problems? Share that with people. What is the end result of where they want to be? What does it look like and feel like? Where are you compared to where you used to be? What will it look like and feel like for them? That's your perfect customer. That's who you need to talk to each and every day on social media. And the third step to building your brand is to be professional, to get your brand looking right. So use good quality pictures, use good lighting, use filters, apps, Canva, create pretty banners, Get help with this if you need help. It helps sell yourself technically and makes you look more professional and reputable. Push versus pull marketing is something that I really is sort of sinking home with me right now, because I feel like everybody is selling on social media. I have a mom friend of mine right now who is selling all of the time. And when I see her images on Instagram, I cringe. Like, people can buy stuff from anybody. However, if you can share you, people will be drawn to you. And then when they need help and are ready to buy, you'll be the person they think of. That's pull marketing. Selling openly with, our products is pushing people away. So what I want to encourage you guys is, selling is the art and science of illuminating other people's problems and convincing them you can solve them. Show people they need you by shining a light on their problems, by sharing your struggles, because your struggles are their struggles if you get this right. And then start posting with a purpose. I strongly encourage you, if you're struggling, to look at what you're posting on social media. 70 to 80% of what you post should be generic. That means not related to Beachbody at all. Like, if they looked at your page, they wouldn't necessarily see anything Beachbody. 70 to 80% generic, because that is the value. Educate, entertain, and empower the people you're trying to serve. Common myths about sharing on social media. Number one is that you must be an expert or already successful. That is not true. People follow people who are changing. Number two, you have to be super technical to get all this stuff right, like Facebook Live and use the best apps. That is not true. You have to be creative. Also not true. You just have to be you. I don't even understand this fourth one, but it was part of his training. It's a myth that those who cannot do, teach. If anybody understands what that means, you can tell me. I don't know. Okay, so these are 2 strategies for getting started sharing on social media, okay? This can be applied to Facebook Live. It can also be applied to regular old sharing on social media. Number 1, learn out loud. Start sharing the things that you're learning that have impacted you and are helping you. Personal development, perfect here. Pull out your old notebooks from courses or events or books that you've read or journals that you have put your thoughts down on paper on. Bob Heilig says the fastest way to massive success is to outteach your competition. Outteach them. Just share. Selling is really just teaching or training. He recommends, if you're going to be doing this kind of really like a Facebook Live video, that you do it 2 to 3 times a week, so that you have time in between to really connect and follow up with the people who are showing up and paying attention to what you're posting. If you're doing Facebook Live videos, shoot to keep them between 3 to 5 minutes in length only. The second strategy you can use for creating your content would be to document, not create. So don't spend hours thinking about what you're going to post. Maybe you get a creative inspiration sometime. Share that. Don't oversell yourself. Talk about your processes. Give people a sneak peek into your life. Create posts or videos like you talk to your friends. That's you. Be you. Be authentic. Be you. Share stories that demonstrate teachable moments. I talked about, like, if you're in the car and you have crazy hooligan kids in the background and you pop on live for a few minutes to talk about attempting to stay positive in extenuating circumstances. That's funny. Like Carol Ann Miljanovic shares all kinds of humor. People love that kind of stuff. Share teachable moments. Have fun. Be willing to be vulnerable and share your struggles with a positive twist. Always share the struggle when you figured out how to overcome it. If you're going to go live, this is his suggestion. Number 1, introduce yourself immediately. Do not wait for people to log on. You will lose them. You have seconds to capture their attention. So begin with high energy and enthusiasm. Immediately state the reason for your video. I like to ask a question. You can welcome people briefly by name. to recognize or ask them to say hello in the comments section. That gets the conversations going. You can also briefly ask them to share what you're going to be talking about because it's going to be valuable. Then get to the point, deliver your 2 to 3 bullet points, and have a strong call to action at the end. That can be as simple as, hey, comment below if you want more information on my miracle morning routine, or shoot me a message if you'd like to talk about the benefits of lemon water. Whatever it is, it can be very simple, but it should end with a call to action. How to be more likable? He says, first, make a strong first impression. Be consistent in mood and energy. Vary the tone of your voice when you speak. Use body language and say the word you twice as much as I. So, have you ever noticed that it is really hard to be pleasant in the morning when you have grumpy kids? Have you ever noticed that instead of saying, I find it very difficult to be positive in the morning. I find it very it's more receptive to people. They will relate and connect to you if you say the word you twice as much as I. A little technical details about Facebook Live or videos in general is use a compelling headline, grab their attention. Frequently, I will ask a question, something that's going to create curiosity. Use landscape mode for better repurposing of that video, like sharing to YouTube, or also kind of editing, cutting and pasting and editing into Instagram, because you can put shorter snippets of your Facebook videos into Instagram. And then look at the dot. So that helps it come across like you are looking at the person and not looking off into the distance. Okay, those are technical details. Know, like, and trust. Social media is the way for us to grab our audience's attention. Live video particularly humanizes us and shortens this know, like, and trust actually into know, love, and trust. And Chalene Johnson would talk about this all the time. You can watch a video and very quickly know whether or not you like this person, right? And that may take a little longer if you're just posting traditionally on social media. Please be authentic. Be generous in your giving. Be consistent, and this is what builds trust. If you can show up even once on the most challenging days, and I'm not talking about going live, people eventually will know that you will be that coach who will be there for them when other people have fallen off. If you are not feeling it that day, don't go live, okay? You need to be able to bring the excitement. And then get comfortable with being you. Imperfectly you, because that is what people will connect with. Mess up when you're on your live video. That's nerve-wracking. People will laugh at yourself. Like, people will appreciate that because nobody is perfect. Consider your social media posting to be planting seeds. That is what we're supposed to be doing, right? 90% of people will not like, comment, or share your social media posts. That is humongous. People are going to watch you for a long time and you have no idea. So add value with what you share. Follow up or message personally anybody that has liked, commented, or shared on your post. They gave you an open door when they did that. Bob Heilig suggests focusing on depth more than width. Okay, so we talk about being frustrated by Facebook's algorithms, not having control of who's seeing your posts. What's the reach of your posts? If you can put valuable content out there and trust the process, if you have 3 people that liked or hearted your post, connect with them personally and have a conversation, a meaningful, in-depth conversation where you build strong relationships with those people who are paying attention to you, and this will become fruitful for you. And then my last suggestion is to please be patient. Trust in this process. Be here for the long haul. Like Allie says, a year from now, 10 years from now. Commit to being here. Put blinders on. Be consistent. Be authentic. Be generous. And be you. And that is how you will have success in this business. And it is not linear, my friends. They assure me it is not linear, the success that you'll have. Okay? So that PDF is in the file section already of our Team Lips page. And the only other thing I think we talked about was a little bit about challenge groups. Pam was kind of questioning it's time for her to move forward with her own. Should it be on Facebook? Should it be on the app? The reminder is if you have been a coach in the My Challenge Tracker app, a coach admin with your upline coach at any time in your training, which I know that Allison and I think Sharice and Missy and I all do that. If you're in a group on the app with your upline coach for the first month or so, when you start your own group, you have access to all of those social media posts that any of the coaches have done, including, for me specifically, and I think for the other coaches too, Allie's content from Team Thrive Academy would be in there. So for a new coach who wants to keep it simple, it is so very easy to start a group on the app, to copy and schedule forward, edit the post, make it your own, and your post can be scheduled for the week or two or the entire month if you want to at a time. If you're going to run the group on Facebook, you have to go through Allie's format, figure out how to download the files to your computer, either schedule them or post them every morning to your Facebook group. We also talked about kind of the benefit of, when do you allow people into your challenge groups who don't have skin in the game? And very successful coaches do that. You can find successful coaches who only have challenge groups for their customers because they are committed to the process. You have very successful coaches who let people in, who they want to share and to give, and it doesn't matter to them if they ever become customers. That's a personal call. That is a personal decision to be made, and honestly, myself, I've done it several times. If I feel like somebody is a good investment potential for reaping harvest in the future, I will put them in. And sometimes they don't, and that's okay too. You just have to be okay with that. So, okay, there's the recap of our new Coach Camp Zoom on social media sharing and challenge groups. Thank you for your patience and for failing forward with me. And until next time.